going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now today, hey, we got the second T20 here between the Aussies and Sri Lanka. Look, another win here for the Aussie boys. Pretty comfortable. Actually, that's a lie. Not comfortable in the end. Sri Lanka did give a fight. Look, they had one guy, Hasaranga, who was able to take wickets. Other than that, they had essentially no one did the Sri Lankans give anything in their bowling stocks. But hey, if you guys are new, subscribe. You like cricket, subscribe. You want to stay up to date with all the recent new cricket news of the world, subscribe. But hey, we're just going to get straight into it because this was one of, gee whiz, this is going to sound really bad, but this might have been one of the worst quality T20 games I've ever seen. Other than Hasaranga and maybe a couple of the Aussie bowlers, there was a few highlights. I mean, look, there's always highlights when that, you know, sixes are hit or boundaries are hit, but there wasn't anything massively exciting in this game. As you can see, the player of the match was Matthew Wade for 26 not out of 26. So that's, look, he hit the winning runs. It was actually an edge. And if they had a slip in there, it would have been out. So the last ball, yep, hit it, well, edged it, and it went straight for 4, and that was the end of the game. I mean, look, that's all Wadey has to do is be the finisher. That's his role in this team, is playing that number 4, number 5, number 6 role. Yeah, that's sort of what he's in the team for. So, good experience. I mean, it doesn't matter who you're playing, where you're playing. This is always good experience. So, player of the match going to a guy who made 26 is still the most outrageous stuff I've ever seen. I would have rathered it go to an Australian bowler, but I guess Matty Wade gets it done for 26 not out. The Sri Lankans, here we go. Yeah, again, not a lot going on here, but Nasanka gone for 3. Danushka, he's gone for 4. Hasaranga, who is I want to say is their best batsman at the moment, probably. I mean, he probably has been for a while, but 39 off 33, 2 4s, 2 6s. Look, you know, I think he's really one of the only guys on this team who you know, for Sri Lanka, he's the only guy that I can really think is going to go out there and score big, or at least not go out first ball. Like, I don't know. There's just something about this Sri Lankan team where they need to find some new players, and it needs to be soon, because this is an international team that is struggling right now. They are seriously struggling. Kusal Mendez, I mean, 36 off 36 is okay. 2 4s and a 6, but he went out. He went out by hitting his wicket. So when the luck is just not going your way, it seriously isn't going your way. Hit wicket, you never really see it, but it happened. And look, to be honest, this is a guy that I thought was going to have a very big series. This man, Bhanuka Rajapaksa. Of course, Punjab King was actually decent in the IPL this year, I thought. And, you know, I thought he would have been used to the pitches in India, a lot of spin. You know, you get time to read the ball in India in those sort of conditions. But in Sri Lanka, it's a lot slower. It's a lot, you know, it's not like you're getting plenty of bounce like you would see in the IPL. So, look, there's a few adjustments, but these are your home conditions. This is where you want to show to your home fans, and you want to make a name for yourself in your home country. I mean, I had high hopes for him this series. Isn't working out for him. It's not really working out for Sri Lanka as a whole, to be honest. Shanaka, the skipper, goes for 14. Yeah, it's actually really, really bad, this Sri Lankan team. Like, I love to come on the channel and spread nothing but positivity, but we also don't have a filter on this channel, and you guys come to me for the real facts. Well, maybe not facts, but you just no filter. Look, this team is trash. Like, I'm sorry to all the Sri Lankans out there. Sri Lanka is a team that is respected and loved by everyone, but like, this is not good enough from an international team that is meant to be an up-and-coming white ball nation. Like, you know, these nations like Pakistan, not even Pakistan, but the Windies, South Africa, Sri Lanka, like all of these teams have kind of gone this white ball route, like they want to be dominant white ball teams. But now you see teams like South Africa and the Windies, recent retirements, now they're trying to get back into red ball cricket. So it opens up a little hole here for another, country to become a dominant white ball team. I don't think it's going to be Sri Lanka at all. Hasaranga, 12 of 8. I mean, he's not a batsman at the end of the day. He shouldn't have to do everything. And this tail end could be, I don't think this tail end would stand up against, a bunch of 12-year-olds, to be honest. Karuna Ratne, you're meant to be an all-rounder. I don't care what anyone says, you are. None of 2 is embarrassing. Chamira, embarrassing going out for a duck. Dikshana, I mean, look, it's done down here, so it doesn't matter, but it's just not enough. Look at their fall of wickets, one for 5, 2 for 7. Those 2 wickets at the start were just the batsmen not giving a fuck about what they're doing and sending the ball to the sky. Their only game plan from Sri Lanka was to go out there, first ball, and try and put everything over the rope. That is all every batsman on this team tried to do, and it did not work at all. And they need to... I don't even know who their head coach is, but that was embarrassing. That was really, really bad. Into our bowlers, Glenn Maxwell, 2 for 18 off 3. Yeah, we like that. Hazelwood, none for 16 off 4. I mean, look, doesn't take a wicket, but takes a maiden. I mean, going at 4 and over is pretty good. Jai Richardson, 3 for 26 off 4. Finally, we see Jai Richardson play. This is who should be our last bowler, or our first backup pace bowler in the World Cup. I do not want to see Kane Richardson playing in front of Jai Richardson at the World Cup. If I see that happen, I'm going to throw up, because Jai Richardson is not only is he in his prime, I mean, he did have an injury, he's had a couple, but he's in his prime. He's in that right age bracket. He is the future of Australian cricket in at least 2 formats. Kane Richardson has had his time in the sun. He's a great bowler who can take wickets and bowls plenty of pace, a lot of short balls, and has great variation of slower balls as well. But at a World Cup, especially in Australia, yeah, no. But if it was in India, or if it was in, I guess, Pakistan or the UAE or something, then yes, I would play Richardson, but I think I'll play Jai, definitely. Ashton Agar, none for 27 off 4. Yeah, it's just not working out for him as the lead spinner at the moment. And Mitchell Marsh rolled the arm over for some reason. None for 7 off 1. All right, so look, a total of 124. It's just never going to be enough. Even though we almost got bowled out, embarrassing. To be honest, this is one of the worst T20s I've ever watched. In fact, I didn't stay up and watch this game live, because it started at 12 o'clock again. I'm sorry, I'm not staying up for Australia versus Sri Lanka at 4 a.m. It's just not happening. Obviously, we watch all the highlights and all the news articles and stuff like that. But, okay, let's get to our batting order. Finchy, 24 off 13, 4 fours. I think we've just wanted to get this game over and done with and move on, to be honest. David Warner was run out by that man, Glenn Maxwell. Yeah, there was easily a run. I don't know why Glenn just decided, I don't feel like running today, because there was a run there, and it made Warner lose his wicket. He was on fire! David Warner was on 20 off 9, and then you ran him at, wait. No, he would have been on 21 off 9. So he was firing. He's hit 3 fours and a 6 already. Striker rate of 200, and then Glenn Maxwell says, no, I'm not running today. Up the other end, son, and you get run out. So that always sucks. Marsh gone for 11. Smith gone off 5. Yeah, Steve, I love you, Steve, but nah. White ball cricket, and not even white ball cricket, T20 cricket, we just have to rule Steve Smith out of. He is not a T20 player, and he is not going to win us a World Cup with him in the team. I'm sorry. I love Steve Smith. He's one of the all-time favourite Aussie sons, but when there's a guy like Tim David riding the bench, Moses Henrique's on the bench, who else is there? I'm just trying to think. Josh Inglis is on the bench. I think Dan Christian isn't available, or he wouldn't be picked. But even someone like Dan Christian, Not to bowl. I would not bowl Dan Christian. I would only let him bat. But, there's so many guys that we have in the depths. You can pick me. Like, put me in here for Smithy. I'll slide in. Actually, hold on. We'll put Glenn at number 4, and then I'll slide into number 5 myself, because I think that would fit my side of my game style. I just want to go out there and hit boundaries, so that's fair enough. So that selection hopefully will come through soon, guys. Where am I up to? Maxwell, yep, gone for 19. Stoinis gone for 9. The man of the match. 26 not out, got it done. Agar gone first ball, and Richardson 9 off 20 not out. He was just hanging on for dear life out there. Was Jai Richardson. Well done to him, though. The wickets, there's no wickets really to talk about except for this man right here, Hasaranga. Simply changed the game for Sri Lanka and gave them at least the smallest slither of a chance of a win. Without Hasaranga, this cricketing nation would not exist. Like that's that might sound harsh, but before Hasaranga, like, who was the last great player that they had? Like, there's some really good players in this team. Chamira, Asalanka. You got someone like Thikshana coming through. You've had guys like Jay Awardene, obviously Kumar Sangakkara. Like, there's been legends who have gone through this country. But since Kumar Sangakkara, there hasn't been anyone except for... Well, I'm forgetting Murali, obviously, as well. But, look, even ahead of time as well, like, Hasaranga is the greatest player they've had since Kumar Sangakkara and Murali. And it's been like 20 years since we last seen Murali play. So, 4 for 33 off 4. He was outstanding. And you see the wickets that he took. He got Marsh, Finch, Maxwell, and Ashton Agar first ball, which completely, gave Sri Lanka at least a small chance to win. And he is the best player in this country right now in Sri Lanka. He is going to finish his career as a Hall of Fame Sri Lankan legend. Like, and how old is Hasaranga, the little man? He would be nothing over 23, 24. How old is he? 24, there you go. So his birthday is this year. He turns 25, the little man. Like, you even see here, Australian cricket. Aussies hang on despite Hasaranga magic. Like, he was outstanding last night. The man Hasaranga. He is probably my favourite cricketer in the world at the moment. Like, as much as I love, obviously, guys like Chris Gale, I mean, we don't see him anymore. Moses, we don't see enough. So Hasaranga is probably one of my favourite cricketers in the world right now. I just love to watch him bat. Well, that sounds wrong, but you guys get what I mean. To play cricket, that is. Hey, that will officially cap it off, though. We get the win. Player of the match was none other than that man, Matty Wade, with an inspirational 26 off 26. Hey, I hope everyone enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on the game. And let me know your thoughts on Sri Lanka. I mean, seriously, does this nation... Like, should there be a football system in place where we have relegation systems or something? Because, I'm sorry, this is almost a waste of Australia's time to be touring Sri Lanka and playing cricket against people that aren't up to it, to be honest. Other than Hasaranga and maybe Chamira and Thikshana with the ball, like, no one really gave anything. It looked like there was zero effort out there from them with the bat in hand, so I hope we see a different Sri Lanka in Game 3. But hey, I don't know what to finish. I'll see everyone in the next one.